Welcome to the Empty Netters Podcast. Can you believe what this has become?
There was a full 48 hours where I felt like I was like literally Superman.
Jumbo loves playing Fortnite, so he gets on the sticks.
Did TR show you the sauna cycle, or was that all?
No, I invented that.
Almost a year now that I haven't taken a body check. That's kind of nice.
Finished tonight with some chicken fingers and a few Guinnesses right into you guys. And that's where this pod came to life.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Netters Podcast, brought to you by BetMGM. I am your host, Dan Powers. On the sticks, new producer Sean in his fancy new costume. And over here, a man who accidentally blew himself on what was supposed to be a dry run, Chris Powers. Ooh, as always. Nice. I don't even think you needed the ooh. You could have just gone, as always.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
What does that make you think of? The Monster Mash?
You know what? You know how when you're in I was going to say crummy, but that's mean. But when you're in like in a motel, I swear the TV is like set to 1980. And it's not that it's an old TV. There's just like, I swear to God, you go into a motel and there's just like weird stuff on TV that wouldn't be on a TV if you were watching the same channel in a nice hotel.
Yes.
And I was at a wedding. Shout out Jess and Jeremy. We were in Solvang, which is the Danish capital of the America.
I absolutely love Solvang.
It's incredible. And I stayed in an inn called the Pea Soup Inn.
Pea soup. Oh, pea soup.
And I turned on the TV and the Munsters was on.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, I used to love the Munsters. I used to literally stay up past bedtime and get yelled at because I wanted to watch the Munsters so badly.
It's a good show.
So it kind of makes me think of the Munsters.
I feel like you were either a Munsters guy or an Addams Family guy.
Yeah.
I realize right now I didn't say ISIS right at the beginning of that, but it's our Halloween episode, so that's okay.
Yeah, it sure is. Did you say BetMGM?
I did, sure did.
Okay, good.
And here we are. Chris and I are a couple of Surfside cans.
I'm a little strawberry lemonade.
I'm an iced tea. I'm a classic man. Sean, what are you?
Actually, don't know what I am. I didn't look at it before I put it on.
I think you're lemonade.
I think, I look like a lemonade.
Yeah, you're a lemonade.
Yeah.
We're
I get
giving
that
you all the
vibe.
flavors.
That's great.
Just like Surfside does.
That's great.
We've got a fantastic episode teed up for you. We got some guests. The professors are back. We got to get into hot ice, though.
Yes, we do.
Got to get right into hot ice. Get going here. Big news coming out of Dallas. One of their top D-men signed, locked up. Thomas Harley, 8-year extension, $10.59 mil AAV.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Little high. Listen, I think Thomas Harley is fantastic. Absolutely elite player. Thought what he did at Four Nations when he got bumped up was really, really special. He's just, to me, kind of the prototypical defenseman. You know, we talk about some of these guys who are buzzing around the league right now with, Quinn Hughes, Lane Hudson, these puck movers, these small guys with great hands, great vision, running the power play, things like that. But then we also talk about the guys that you need in front of the net, banging bodies, blocking shots, locking down things on the PK when you want to win a Stanley Cup. Thomas Harley is that for me.
I love his game. Love his game. I was excited as soon as he started getting real burn in Dallas. I was like, oh damn, Dallas strikes oil again, dude. Here we go. They've got someone incredible in the pipeline. But when this was announced, both you and I were like, whoa. We walked in here without saying anything, and Red was like, did you see the fucking Harley? Yeah. I kind of think that's the reaction. That's been my bubbled, but my response has been everyone coming out to me, texting me going, wow, there's a lot of money for Harley.
Dude, Dallas has, you got Miro and you've got Lindell on that top pairing. Unbelievable. Yep. And then to have Harley show up and be, as
good as he is.
And he's got to be one of, if not the best second pairing guys in the league, right? Mm-hmm. He's unbelievable. He's a first pair guy on any team, pretty much. That's so huge. I am just, I'm curious now, like what are we doing with Robo, Dallas?
Yep.
Because I have been big. You've been big on the Robo is phenomenal. Anyone talking about he's soft, he's this, he's that. Jason Demers, our good buddy, he was like, I don't know about Robo. Then he had the chance
We've
to interview
all
him.
come around.
And he was like, this guy's unbelievable. He's so good. You have to lock him up. That's how we feel. Dallas currently has negative 1.1 mil in cap space. They have to re-sign Robo, who's at 7.7, and they don't have a lot coming off the books other than him.
And he wants that money.
I mean, he's easily getting over 10.
Yep.
Easily.
Is he easily getting over 10?
Yes. Are you out of your mind?
Is he easily getting over 10?
100%. Logan Cooley just signed for 8 by 10.
I
We're
know.
gonna talk about
We're gonna
that
get
in
that.
a second, too.
Okay. Well, ignoring that, because maybe you're right. Harley becomes the second highest paid player on the Stars.
Correct?
As you said, he's getting more, and this is timing. We always talk about this, but he's getting significantly more than Miro.
Mm-hmm.
Timing. I think Miro's up 28, 29 maybe.
Correct.
But significantly more than your best defenseman. He's the fourth highest paid D-man in the league now.
Yeah.
Behind Carlson, Dahlin, and Dewey. And Carlson and Dewey are kind of like, well, they're both literally older players, but those are older deals.
Older deals, yeah.
You know, those were when you were like, you guys were the best defenseman in the league, and like, here's your money. Dahlin is an interesting one where I'm like, okay, you are getting more than him.
Yeah.
But we've talked ad nauseum about all these young defensemen getting paid recently and what that standard has been. You know, it's kind of that 8.5 to
8.5, 9.5, right?
9.5
Like
range.
that's been the thing.
We're debating like, oh, does Luke deserve more? And who gets what inside that $1 million bracket?
Totally.
Now, also, we just saw a Kirill Kaprizov kind of go like, oh, way over the market. Because this happens in pro sports. Like, guys, this is why the Players Association sometimes gets mad at superstars for taking team-friendly deals, because you're not setting the market in a certain way. So the market has been set for these young defensemen at 8.5 to 9.5. And if I am Thomas Harley's agent, I'm trying to get as much money as possible. But if I'm the Dallas Stars, I'm going, surely I'm not giving you more than 9.5. If you want 9.5, we can have that conversation, but that's the fucking bracket established by the league.
Totally.
For him to come in not only well above that, but also, and I know this shit matters, Bouchard goes in at 10.5, and Harley comes in this fucking most moronic AAV I've ever seen just to be over that, to become the fourth highest. I'm like, dude, how did you lose that fight if you're Dallas? Because there was obviously a negotiation. And I'm kind of shocked that they lost and he got more than Evan Bouchard.
And CP, no state tax team as well.
Yeah. Like this should have been 8.5 and be happy.
I am very surprised by it. I'm not saying he's not worth it.
Me
He's
neither.
only
I think he's better than
years
Evan
old.
Bouchard.
Like me too. He's 24 years old. He's phenomenal. It's just like we always also talk about this with this team. Miro left shot, Lindell left shot, Harley left shot.
I'm like,
and now he's making the most on the team in this no state tax team. Top 4 D-man contracts in the league. That will obviously change when Kale signs and all this and all that. But, dude, it is surprising to say the least. Again, it's not that he doesn't deserve it. It is just surprising. And the thing with him is, what does this now mean for Robo? And I genuinely don't know, man. I actually really like what this team has done with cap space. Mikko, only 12. That's not that bad. Rupe at 8.4. Wyatt at 8.4. Mm-hmm. Wyatt just signed that contract. That's fantastic. But you have Robo coming off the books, and then you have these small contracts like Jamie Benn. Maverick Bourque is about to be RFA. You need to sign him.
What are all their defensemen make?
You've got Miro at 8.45. You've got Lindell at 5.25. You've got Harley at 4 right now, about to be 10.58. Lyubushkin makes 3.2 until 2027. Lundqvist makes 1.2. He is going to be RFA at 2026-27 season.
Yep.
So like
Bischel?
so like this summer.
Yep.
Bischel is he has 2 more years on his rookie deal.
Great, yeah.
So I don't really know where they find the money.
Yeah,
man.
right. It's going to be interesting. And
like a trade, I feel like a significant trade needs to happen here with Dallas. And I'm not saying that's going to be Robo, but like if you're going to sign Robo to over 10, and I promise you it's over 10, something has to happen. This is a great deal, or it's a great thing that you have kept Thomas Harley.
Yes.
And he deserves that money.
Yep.
I am just surprised
You
given
paid
that
too much. It's bad business.
I think you paid too much.
And I love Thomas Harley.
Oh yeah.
But I
And
think
again,
the
he
Dallas
deserves
Stars
it is
paid
not
too much
for Thomas Harley. It's too much given all of the circumstances.
I agree.
I have found this deal very interesting, and it genuinely makes me curious now. Where I have been so adamant that Robo's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It now makes me curious. Where I'm like, well, maybe he is. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I got two things for you. 50 points last year, career high for Harley. This is one of those things where we always do this when someone gets above market value. You have a Miro. I think he did. You always are so good at this, but I swear Miro had like 82 points one year. Maybe it was like 74, but he had one monster.
It was
year.
like 73.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think that's right. And then I was like, that needs to be where you're going, and he hasn't quite got there recently.
Yeah.
But I need that from him, really. And because I believe in him.
He had 73 in 2022, 2023, then 54 in 71, and then 25 in 50.
Yeah.
He currently has 5 and 10.
So I'm like, I want that 70-point guy back, kind of.
Yeah.
And
I want 60,
yeah,
at least.
And I kind of think I now demand that from Harley, too, with his trajectory and how much you just paid him. I think you're kind of counting on, like, I'm getting 65 points from Thomas Harley.
Yeah, Thomas Harley is 8 and 10
yeah,
right
which
now.
is amazing.
He had 50 points last year in 78 games, 16 goals, 15 goals the year before that.
How old's Miro?
Miro is only 20. Hold on. Miro Heiskanen is 26.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean they're in a great.
Yeah,
dude,
God.
Lindell's only 31.
Yeah.
Like they're in great shape. Bischel's 21.
Yep. Okay, so Dan, top 10 defensemen under 25 years old entering this season.
Come on.
Who is Thomas Harley better than? Ready?
Yes.
Stay in Dallas. Bischel.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Bischel's good.
Yeah.
But Harley's better than him. We'll go to Carolina, and I can never say this dude's last name.
Nikishin?
Yeah, Nikishin. Is that how you say it?
I think so. It might be Keishin, but I think it's Nikishin.
Nikishin. Alexander Nikishin. Is Thomas Harley better than him?
Man, I'm going to say yes, but Alexander Nikishin is fantastic.
Nasty.
Fantastic.
He's only 23. He's 23 also. Third round pick. What a steal.
Unbelievable.
He looks incredible.
Yeah.
I'm getting Rookie of the Year talk.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Ty?
No.
No, Harley's better than him? Okay. Edvinson on the wings. Yes.
Yep.
Owen Power.
Ooh. I'm going to say yes.
Thomas Harley's better than Owen Power.
I love Owen Power, but and it's a lot of Buffalo struggles.
Mm-hmm. God,
but
I think you might be
Owen
right.
Power has left me a little bit like I need more from Owen Power.
Mm-hmm.
But Owen Power is an unbelievable hockey player.
I'll go Harley slight edge there.
40
now.
points last year.
Yep.
But I'm gonna take Harley.
Luke Hughes.
Oh my gosh. Can I say Ty?
No. I've offered it earlier and I've taken it away. I don't know why. But,
Pretty fucked up.
Yep.
I'm going to say I will take Thomas Harley.
Really? And this is like are you answering literally how good they are at this exact moment, or are you answering if I was starting a franchise and I got to take one of these guys?
I'm going to say how good they are at this exact moment.
Because
Luke Hughes, man, last year, 44 points in 71 games in his rookie season.
I think I'm going
7
Luke.
goals. He's 22 years old to Harley's 20. What do we just say?
I think
Harley's
23.
24.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not get mad at anyone for picking one over the other.
Yeah. Lane Hudson.
I think Lane.
I was going to say, I have been lampooned by Habs fans over and over for chirping their team, for chirping him, and it would be insanity to me if anyone were to look me in the face and say, I'd rather have Thomas Harley than Lane Hudson.
Agree. And Lane is, Habs fans, calm down. It's obviously no question when it comes to puck moving and offensive ability, but you do have to consider these. Well, we talk about it all the time. I will take Harley I need my team to lock the fuck down and keep a goal out of the net.
Yep.
I want Thomas Harley.
Yep.
So it's very close, but I will take Lane.
I will take Lane. Also, Harley comes in at 4. That's a tie.
Yeah.
He's as good as himself. Mo Sider.
Damn.
I know, dude. I know.
Damn.
Can I tell you a sick stat about Mo Seider?
Yeah, please.
He has played 4 NHL seasons. He's 24 years old. He's 5th in hits, 7th in block shots. And tell me how many games he's missed in his 4-year
I know
career.
this about him. 0. Available.
Oh my God.
Mo lives in that 45 to 50 point range. He's also fucking throwing bodies.
Yeah, I was going to say 46 points too from a guy who is locking down on D. Like Luke Hughes, no offense. Lane Hudson, no offense. I'm not taking you for your D specifically.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my boy Mo.
Me too.
I'm too much of a Detroit guy. I can't, but I love Dallas too, and I love Thomas, but I'm gonna take Mo.
Brock Faber.
Right now, I'll take Thomas.
Really?
Dude, look at... I'm sorry, dude. Look at Minnesota's fucking defense.
Yeah. Their team is bad. But I thought he was so good at Four Nations.
He is so
He
good.
literally led...
He's so good in general.
Literally led Team USA in ice time at Four Nations.
I mean, he's unbelievable. What did he have last year? Brock Faber, 29 and 78 last year.
Yeah, I want more than that.
47 the year before.
Yeah, that's better.
Yep, and 82.
I think I go... God, that one's hard.
It's very hard.
I think I might go Faber, though. I don't know. Actually, that one, I'll go Harley. I go into tie the other way. I went to tie the other way. I'll give Harley that one. Jake Sanderson. Same.
Yeah. He's unbelievable.
And I don't...
Jake Sanderson is a Norris caliber. Like, he is in that conversation.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can look yourself in the face and go... And I'm not even talking defenseman in the league, dude. I'm talking under 25 defenseman.
Yeah.
You think you have this young stud. Under 25 defenseman, we're going Sanderson, Mo, Lane, Luke. Like, I'm pointing at multiple guys the same age as your guy.
Yeah.
And you've paid him significantly more than everyone. And I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
That's all. Thomas Harley, incredible.
Yeah.
He'll be a Norris finalist in
He's absolutely
his career.
unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
But that was a lot of money.
Contract that just happened. We're going to hit on it quickly. We talked a lot about the Mammoth last episode. Logan Cooley, 8 years, $10 million. We saw that he turned down a contract earlier this fall. Now he finally signs this one. He is now the highest paid player on this team, start of next year. The Mammoth are disgusting. Cools is disgusting. How good do you feel about everything going on in Utah?
That is a great contract. I was kind of shocked initially with this one too. Like when this came across, I was like, 10 million? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
But cap's going up. They got the 8, right? This is the last year you can do 8 for those that don't remember. So it's like you have a guy this good that you drafted that high. You
Gotta
go, give me him as many years as possible. And 10, in my opinion, was probably a bit of a concession. It's honestly a win-win because that's a little much right now where I'm like, whoa, that was a lot of money. But I think by the back half of this, when he will be smack dab in the middle of his prime, you will be fucking laughing to the bank about 10 million for Logan Cooley. 121 points in his first 121 games to start his NHL career.
Yeah.
Point per game to start your career. That is incredible. That's why I think it's going to be amazing.
That's not correct. He has 121 points in 168 games.
Well, the NHL.com article might disagree.
They're wrong. He had 44 points in 82 games in his first year, 20 tucks, 65 points, 25 tucks in 75 games the next year, and now he has 12 and 11 this year.
Okay, well then this contract sucks, and so does he.
So that article stinks. That's not your fault. That article stinks.
Selected by the Arizona Coyotes with the number 3 pick in the draft, Cooley has 121 points in 121 regular season games.
Yeah, and it's just factually wrong. That's whoever wrote that article.
At NHL Media, you have humiliated me.
You have humiliated Chris. It's okay. Mistakes happen.
And I do the research. That's the other thing. People just spew, and I'm always researching.
I know you do.
And now this is bullshit.
Well, it's not your fault.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, not your fault at all. I'll be the first to criticize you. That one's not on you, pal. I think 20 tucks in his first year, 25 the year after that. He's got 8 and 11 right now.
Yep. Second on the team, right?
It was interesting when he turned down that first contract offer that we saw. I was a little bit like, damn, betting on himself. And he's just been buzzing this year. He's just such a perfect fit for this team, dude. It's like these guys are such a vibe together, man. It's so cool and fun to watch. Mammoth. I mean, we gas up Montreal a lot, talk about how they're the most fun show on ice right now. Mammoth is right up there. And when I look at this forward group the addition of JJ Peterka, he's on a contract at 7.7 until 2030. Clayton Keller's disgusting. He's on a contract at 7.1 until 2028. Dylan Gunther, disgusting. 7.1 until 2033. Nick Schmaltz having an insane season.
Insane.
He's on a contract at 5.8. Up this year, though. This is the last year of that deal. Lawson Krause is a great middle six guy. Jack McBain is a great, he's all over the top 9. He's at 4.2. And you now have Logan Cooley, who's on his rookie deal, about to make 10. 10 is such a palatable number with all of these other contracts next year.
Yeah, true.
And on your back end, you've got Sergachev at 8.5, Dursey at 6, John Marino at 4.4. Like, I love this team.
They're kind of becoming the stars. In terms of, we're like, whoa, they have a ton of depth and have managed the books very well here.
Until recently, though, right?
Yeah,
Because
when
the Stars they're just paying everyone now
because they couldn't win.
But the Mammoth they're Montreal, dude.
Yep,
they have such great contracts on all of these great players, and look at how freaking good they are so far this season. It's unbelievable. It's a blast. I mean, the Mammoth in the standings right now, are they 1? They're 1 in the Central, 8-3. And they're whacking teams.
I know.
And Logan Cooley's at the head of that.
Yep.
So I love the contract.
I just sent you a link to that draft, Dan. Click on that.
Yeah.
Let's I saw that and they were like, oh, he's first in his draft class in points and goals. I was like, who is that draft again? And then I looked at it. Kind of a weird draft looking back. And I want to redraft with you right now the top 10.
Yeah. There are so many good players in this draft.
Just from the first round, by the way. We're not allowed to go because there's people that went later, but I'm just saying, let's say we just took the first round and we're redoing the top 10.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
Who do I take first?
Yeah.
Okay, for people, we've got down the line. This draft was, players worth mentioning. Juraj Slafkovsky, Simone Nemec, Logan Cooley, Shane Wright, Cutter Gauthier, David Juracek, Marco Kasper, Matty Savoy, Pavel Minchikov, Connor Geeky, Frank Nazar, Rutger McGroarty, Lion Bischel, Jimmy Snuggerud, Sam Renzel, definitely. And I think those are the only guys Isaac Howard's down there, but these are the only guys I'm going to mention. I am probably taking... Damn.
Logan Cooley, right?
Probably Logan Cooley. Cutter is up there for me.
Me too. Super
and
high.
So is it's Logan, Cutter, and Nazar. Nazar's up there for me as well.
But I think that could be my top 3.
Yeah.
Like I might go Logan, Cutter, Nazar.
And it's funny, right? Because it's a
Slav's good.
Slav's great. Shane Wright's great.
Yeah, dude, Shane Wright's very relevant.
I mean, every one of those guys that I just mentioned is a great player. And it's funny because when this draft happened, I feel like 2 years after, people were kind of like, was that draft shitty?
I know. And then
now I'm like, no, this draft's
around.
fantastic.
I think I go Logan, Cutter, Nazar, Slav. That's 4. And then...
You go Slav that high?
I think so.
He's
good.
Slav over Frank Nazar? You go
No, Nazar's 3.
Oh, sorry. But you're, over Rutger? That's your boy.
Well, he hasn't played yet.
I know, but we know how good he is.
I know. And then Nemec?
Jimmy Snugs? Renzel?
Do you still believe in Nemec? I think you do.
Oh, my God, absolutely.
Maybe Nemec 5, Rutger 6, but now I'm insulting Shane Wright, who's been good. But I just know how good Rutger is.
Correct. Simone Nemec has 7 points in 10 games.
Maybe Nemec 5, Rutger 6, Shane Wright 7. No, Jimmy Snugs. No, Shane Wright 7, Jimmy Snugs 8, Who am I missing?
You're sleeping on some.
Oh,
of these, dude.
fuck. Now I got.
What just happened to you?
Well, I don't know what to do with Mityukov, and because I don't know which one is the real one. And
That's actually fair.
And I don't know. Isaac Howard's been surprising, and you love Casper?
I love Marco Casper.
Yep. Is he your top 10 though?
No, I mean he's 1 goal in 10 games.
Yeah.
Like he's off to a slow start, but I believe in him heavily.
Okay. Well, who do you have? 8, 9, 10?
Are we doing all 10?
Yeah, we're just doing 10.
That's gonna take too long. I like the 5.
Okay.
It's beautiful stuff. Some of the guys mentioned in there. First of all, Harley, Cooley, amazing stuff. We got to move on to a team. Mentioned a couple of the guys in that draft that are on this team. The Chicago Blackhawks are officially fun.
Yes.
They are officially fun. They are getting a full-on segment in this episode because, God damn it, do they deserve it. But it was interesting at the start of this season, seeing them winning a couple games, and it was like, okay, Hawks, I see ya. And now I'm looking at them. We just talked about the Mammoth. Who's at the top of the Central? The Mammoth. But then we got the Chicago Blackhawks sitting happily in a wild card spot.
It's unbelievable.
5-3-2 in 10 games. They're a +7 in goal diff. And there are just things about this Blackhawks team that deserve a stroke off for me. Number one, first and foremost, I always say it, when you got that even stat sheet, Connor Bedard. He's a perfect hockey player right now. 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points in 10 games, and he's a +4. Can we talk about that?
How about that?
Connor Bedard, +4.
And I want to add, by the way, his 2 previous years, 22 and 39, 23 and 44. He has always been, he's not everyone talks about his shot. He's not this shooting merchant that doesn't pass. Kind of like Austin Matthews, frankly. And I love Austin Matthews, as you know, but that's more his MO.
Yeah.
30 apples as a center. Connor Bedard has always been that guy in his young career, which is sick.
I mean, dude, the vibes have just completely changed. The vibes have completely changed, and this guy, there's one person that you know who I'm going to bring up, you know who I'm going to say, that I think is maybe a huge part of this. Connor Bedard looks like a completely different person.
Yep.
And it's not just his play on the ice. I think he looks way stronger on the ice. I think he looks way more in control of the games. He's not just flying around using his speed and his skill. He's seeing the ice. He's making really smart plays. I think that's a huge part of why the plus-minus is way better. But he just looks everything that people assumed he would be, he looks like right now.
Uh-huh.
But his attitude, man, his swagger, his confidence is, I feel like preseason in the summer, he was being a little funnier.
Yeah.
He was joking around a little bit more, didn't seem as angsty. He seemed more chill, more relaxed, and it's showing. The fact that he took that high stick, got fucking ripped open on his bottom lip, was leaking everywhere, immediately got back on the ice. He's giving the ref shit like, come on, I'm fine. He's like dripping blood. And they're like, dude, you got to stop that bleeding. And he's like, all right, finally gets it patched up, comes back on. They win an OT. Everything about the way he's buzzing around there, both from his play to his attitude, I'm loving. But I think the big thing here is Frank Nazar. 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points in 10 games. He's a +6. Bedard's got his boy.
Yeah, right.
He's got his Will
that.
Smith.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Frank Nazar shows up this season and is like, he did that interview this season. People say the vibes in Chicago aren't that great. And he's like, let's talk about the vibes, dude.
Yeah.
I think Frank Nazar is maybe a vibes king.
He's a vibe changer.
He's a vibes king.
Yeah.
Like he's in there and he is helping change it. But we cannot talk about this team and their success without talking about Spencer Knight.
My boy.
You're fucking
My boy, dude.
Talk about
it's amazing, dude. 2-1-1 goals against, 930 save percentage. This talent was always there. That's what's weird. Like I was looking at goalie shit earlier today, and you want to go Vitek. God, there was 3 awesome names. Vitek, Bussy, but I'm not even sure that's who I was saying.
Probably Askarov was mentioned.
Yeah, but who's the Flyers goalie right now? He was a Bruin. Darth Vader.
Oh, Vladar.
Vladar, thank you. And then there was one other one, I swear, that's like way high up in the stats. I'll check right now. But some of these guys that you're like, oh, wow, that's crazy that their goals against and save percentage is up at the top of the league right now. And it is crazy when it's a guy who's 27 or something, where I go, you haven't really done this. Vitek, you look at his numbers and you're like, oh, wow, you're having an incredible season so far through like 3 games. But just, that's what's happening. Spencer Knight isn't that. Spencer Knight is a guy who was supposed to be this good the whole time, and was sitting behind a world-class Hall of Famer and then had some issues. This is who he always was. He was this in college. He was this when he got here to the pros. That's why you're not like, or that's why I wouldn't be taking out a mortgage on Vitek right now, because I'm like, oh, well, that could revert
Definitely.
back. This guy, I'm like, yeah, dude, bet the fucking farm. And man, if he gives them this level goalie play, you asked me earlier, can they keep this up? They sure can. If they're getting this from the back end, that changes so much, dude. If you keep the puck out of your net, you are competitive every fucking night.
And that's the thing. I think we talked a lot about their D and like what we could expect from their D. And the big ones for me, Alex Vlasic is like, that's your guy, I suppose you would say. I mean, this team is so goddamn young. Vlasic is 24 years old, has a $4.6 million deal until 2030. Fucking incredible. Mm-hmm. And he's been good.
Yeah.
He's got, 3 assists in 10 games. Like, he's not, they don't have anyone on the D that's popping off points-wise. But what I love about looking at the defense, again, what did we just say? This team is 3-2-2, more than that.
Their record?
Yeah. They're 5-3-2. Sorry, 5-3-2. Like, that's a good record.
Yeah, sure is.
None of the D are really going nuclear. But Lewis is a +4. Vlasic is an even. Levshinov is a +3. Renzel is a +3. And someone very special to this program, Matt Grzelcyk. Couldn't get a deal, was floating around after a career year in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, right.
No one was picking him up, and he gets a shot here in Chicago, has played all 10 games, has 2 assists, and is a +7. Their D is just like really solid. They're a +7 in goal diff. Like I said, they only have 26 goals against. Like, they're not getting scored on, dude. It's nice.
Same with Pittsburgh. Like, this is how it changes. You go, what do you need to do? And everyone, fans, always go, like, score more. Like, we need better offensive players. Literally stop the puck. Literally keep the puck out of your net, and you will be good all of a sudden.
Man, it's like they're just fun as hell. And, yeah, like, they're not getting scored on. This defense, like I mentioned, talking about those D, Levshinov and Renzel are 20 and 21. Mm-hmm. They're on the same rookie contract timeline, and those guys need to be good. And it's like, man, I was watching the game against Boston, and I think it was Pasta picked up the puck, came into the zone, tried to cut across the middle, and the way Levshinov stepped with him on his cut across the middle, it was just a very mature defensive play. And I'm like, damn, like if these guys are solid, in their such young age, and they are so far, and it's so fun to watch. We love all these teams. We're seeing, we just talked about them, Montreal and Utah, who are, they're further along, right? They're in the make playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
But they're packed with young guys. This is like the beginning of, in 3 years, maybe less, Chicago could be a fucking weapon again. And it did feel like last year and the year before, I was like, man, like this is an AHL team.
Yeah.
And we dogged them in our preview. And listen, can they keep this up? That's going to be the big question. But through 10 games, there's so much to be excited about. And I do love, remember that year, to reference Boston again, where it was like Pasta had, at the end of the year, Pasta had like 100 points. I mean, it could have been last year too. And like the next guy had like 50.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's not happening here.
Right.
Bedard has 12 and 10. Nazar has 11 and 10. But then Teravainen, 8. Donato, 8 with 6 goals. Burakovsky,
awesome.
6. Bertuzzi, 6.
Yeah,
like
need that.
They're not scoring that much, but they're spreading the wealth. Everyone's getting in the mix, and they're keeping pucks out of their own net. It's a fucking blast.
How many? Connor had 22. as a rookie, 23 last year, but in 82.
Yeah.
And he did it in like 68 as a rookie. For a guy that came in so hype about, and that comes with so much pressure, but regardless of where he will rank as a player all time, it certainly felt like no matter what, you were getting an elite goal scorer. He had his first hattie last night, 2 nights ago, and I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But
Keep in mind, folks, we are recording on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
I have been struck by a thought that and it's so early, he's such a young kid, but even like watching Mac last year, and Mac I think they both have 6 goals now after slow starts for both of them, a couple hatties for both of them recently. Bedard doesn't strike me anymore as like a guy. I was like, he's like a 50 goal guy for sure, even if that's all you're ever getting from him. And now I'm not sure he is. What do you think? Like, give me his career high goal single season.
I know.
And maybe he's just like develops and he's like, I scored 60 one year. And I'm like, oh, fuck, my bad.
I don't think he's going to be a 60. I don't think he's going to be like Matthews.
Because that's what they said. They were like, his shot. Like,
everyone freaks out about his shot.
Yeah.
I always thought that was insane. I was like, he has an insane shot, but people were talking about it like he was revolutionizing shooting the puck.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, he has a great release.
Yeah.
Like, why are we acting like this is like nothing we've ever seen in our entire
Every
lives?
practice, they're like, look at it. It's
insane.
Oh, my God.
I think he's definitely a 50 goal guy.
You do, 50,
yeah,
5-0,
I think he gets 50.
Okay. And if he does that, then
he's got 6 and 10.
If you get 50, you did everything anyone ever asked to do.
Yeah. He's got 6 and 10. I think he's a 50 goal guy. The question is, does Bedard become, Leon, Connor, Nate, where he's getting like 130 points? I'm not entirely sure about that.
But he does pass the puck. He does. He gets a lot of assists.
Yeah, no doubt. I think he is a 80 to 100 point guy, no fucking question.
I mean, I hope so. I hope he gets 50.
I've never felt better about Connor Bedard than I do right now.
Yeah,
he just, and I'm telling you, it's the eye test. I'm not even talking about hockey.
Yeah,
I'm talking about him as a leader of this team, as a personality, and as a presence in that city and in that locker room that guys are going to feed off of. And I give so much credit to Davidson and the entire organization for what I'm seeing for the first time of the people that they've put around him.
Yeah.
And it's like the drafting looks really good. And I'm pumped for them.
Same.
Pumped for them. We're talking about young, exciting teams in the league right now. So we're bringing on a very special guest, former head honcho of the LA Kings. We're sad to see him go, but now the president of business ops with the New York Islanders. Holy hell. Kelly Cheeseman.
It's crazy.
Welcome to the Empty Netters podcast. This is
gives me chills.
You being on the pod gives me chills. Like we've had a lovely friendship, working relationship over the past few years with you at the Kings, but now seeing you in the studio on the pod, I mean that's numbies. This is unbelievable.
Well, I'm honored to be here, and I'm glad you guys made the time for me.
Hey, I'm glad.
More than anything, I just want to hang out with you guys before I leave.
That's
town.
what I'm saying. Do you leave tomorrow or Friday?
Saturday.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Damn. Are you getting a little freaked out? Like you're an LA guy now.
That's not the part that's freaking me out. It's more I gotta be away from my family for a good period of time. So now it's like, I mean, everything that we've done this week, I've gone to every dentist appointment, doctor's appointment, like all those things. And in many ways, I've been thinking like I'm prepping for a business trip, and then I'm like, no, I'm moving.
Yeah, you're moving.
I'm moving. I got Darren Granger, the best trainer in the league, gave me a Kings hockey bag to pack my stuff, and I got load it up. So
that is the most nails move of all.
He's got a hockey stick with the bag hooked on it, bumping down the road, dude. That's incredible.
With due respect, there were movers that brought boxes too, but I'm still loading up my final pack.
I mean, you got it. You're a hockey guy at the end of the day. Also, you are getting thrown into the shit. Like I bet it's about to be November, middle of the season.
Here we go.
And then bang, you're just going across country to just run the show for another team. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's it's a big conversation I've had with the group over there is, I mean, it's going to be Christmas before we know it.
Yeah,
so
correct.
Everything we're doing, we're hitting the ground running. So from the time we made the decision that I'm actually arriving and I'm going to get that job, it's go time for 26, 27 planning around what we do, as well as pushing down for the remainder of the year. So, it's not my first rodeo, obviously, in running a team. So I know what's got to get done pretty fast, but you also got to go through and have the conversations around the staff and who is everybody, meet them all.
Yeah.
Where's my office? Where's the bathroom at? All those things. So.
That's important. Yeah. They always make fun of you in Spanish class when you're learning baño, donde está baño at first, but that's what you need to
figure it out.
Yeah.
But like you said, not your first rodeo, 25 years with the Kings.
Yep.
Give us a little recap of your time there. How did you get started at the Kings?
Oh, yeah.
How did you climb the ladder? Because at the end of the day, the amount of unbelievable cool stuff that we were able to do with you, which we'll get into, was, let's be honest, game-changing. Like, we were able to do some stuff with you guys because of you and because of your creativity that put the league on notice, and that's been a blast.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I cherish great people like you guys and helping us make those things elevate. And I think we've always seen you guys as you've come to the game and you want to elevate into new audiences and get younger audiences and do cool shit that people want to get attracted to the game of hockey. So that's why I've always gravitated towards you guys. I mean, my 25 years at the Kings and AEG was incredible.
25's epic.
And
so wild.
I started in ticket sales coming from minor league baseball, and basically at that time in the era in the industry, they said you got to get into ticket sales, and you show that you can sell tickets, you can move your way up, and I just listened to that.
Yeah.
And I was at a very fortunate time. We were about 200 people in our company with just the Kings and Staples Center at that point. And then we grew to one of the biggest sports entertainment companies in the world. And me and a core group of people, we were able to grow up around that team in the industry, and outstanding ownership with Mr. and Mrs. Anschutz and the whole group and all the leadership group. I'm incredibly thankful and eternally thankful for everything they gave me. But it's an amazing opportunity to go and run another iconic brand, and that's one of the things with the Kings that always got me going. Is that's an iconic pop culture hockey brand. And a great city, a great place to raise kids. And now I get to go do it again in New York with another iconic brand. So I'm excited.
Not a bad deal, eh? Going from LA to New York.
Dude.
Just like, all right, this is pretty sweet.
So like Dan said, we wrote down a few things, but I mean, there were too many to list. But it was like
truly
the most recently, obviously, schedule release video was all time. It was so much fun. All the chilling at the bar blues, some watch parties. We did the new logo leak. Remember?
Yep.
It was like new logos coming out. We helped leak that. We did the How to Train Your Dragon promo. Got all that dialed in. Hockey.
He was really proud of that, by the way.
Yeah.
He was like, I was good in that. And I was like, yeah, you were. It was fantastic.
I was dying the first time when I was sitting there on set with him, and they're like, again, do it again. He was looking at me, and I was like, yeah, this is welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is how this works. You don't get to
Dewey the dad.
Yeah.
Dewey the dad
Truly.
he knew that was important at that point.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was like, my kids are going to love it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, Celebrity Game, that was epic.
Yeah.
God, all-time memory. So I know it's impossible over 25 years, but
That was just real cool. We've talked about it on the pod. Can you believe how successful that was?
so sick.
No, I mean,
I don't think people realize how quickly you guys threw that together. Like, that was truly a shotgun. Like, this awful thing happened. What can we do? And you put it together in the most remarkable way ever.
Yeah.
So fast.
and throughout the whole time, you're going, should we be doing this, or how are we going to pull this off? And I mean, testament to Luke and Steve Mayer and their creative minds and a little bit of craziness and willingness to try and bite those things off, but also to our team at the Kings with Jen Pope and Mike Altieri and Sean Tabler. I mean, everybody just dove into it.
Yeah.
And
truly,
I think it's the ethos of who we were as a brand. We always wanted to be there for the community in LA and do things different. We were never the Dodgers. We're not the Lakers. So, but we know we're important in the city, and we're going to be there for the city, and we wanted to do something different than anybody else. And great people like you guys helped pull that together. But the whole hockey community came in and around it and just started calling us, going, hey, what can we do? And
That's so awesome.
nobody knows what that is at that point, but it was amazing. And
it is that eagerness to show up, though, right? You're so like the hockey community is just like, whatever you need, let's do it. And I was so proud of LA too. It's like we kept talking about, are people going to be at this? There was like 10,000 people. There. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah,
they're watching me and Beeb snap it around, and I was like, I hope this is fun for you guys. It's unbelievable.
It's a little painful at times, though.
Yeah. I mean, listen, some of the guys hadn't played in a little while. But
it's funny. We're so far in the trench on that game, at least behind the scenes, that sometimes I look back and see some replays. I'm like, that guy was there. Like,
Yeah.
I think they were talking about Joe Mauer was at the game the other night, and
Yeah.
I'm a kid from Minnesota, and Joe was after me in terms of my era of Twins baseball, but I was like, Joe Mauer was at that game, and I forgot.
I should have said what up. Dude.
And we had no. I mean, you guys are behind the scenes. It was
Oh
chaos.
my God, it was
absolutely
chaos.
Pure chaos. So
Yeah.
the ability to just take a look back and say, all right, that was pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Dude, we kept saying the funniest thing about that was all of the moving pieces, all of the work that went into putting that together. And then the second you got in the locker room, all the boys were just like, I'm at beer league. Like everyone's just like cracking beers, snapping it around.
Like, we were going for food after this.
Like
I was
no
like,
one
yes.
was really acknowledging how much went into this. It was so funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit too much. I think it was wide open in the locker rooms. Then you still saw some guys that are like, let's go shower with the boys in here. And like, it's a little.
People everywhere.
Yeah, this is not your normal locker room, guys. You might want to figure it out. You might want to figure it out.
Kids running around. I was like,
It was
boys.
so funny.
Yeah.
I've told the story right after it happened, but when we were leaving, I was still in my gear because I had stayed on the ice. I was talking to some people, and I was coming. Everyone's in the locker room, and I'm coming out, and Vince Vaughn's team won. I think. Right?
Yes, that's right.
And he was committed to winning.
dude.
Well, it was.
I'm not going to talk about the fact that he wanted to load his roster up too, but I mean, he was committed to winning that game.
I love that.
I mean,
little-
it's starting to
I love
make
that little
sense
tidbit.
'cause,
They
like,
were nasty.
Dude, Bieksa and JR,
Roenick,
like they were
Peter.
trying so hard. First shift of my first game, I got two-handed in the back of the knees, and I turned around, it's Bieksa, and I was like, and he's like, I'm here to win, baby.
Yeah,
And I was
he
like,
told us that in the
okay.
walk-in.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, shit.
So Vince Vaughn, we kind of did like a handshake line after, but he wasn't in it because he was up on the bench. And I was like, oh, that'd been sick to say what up to Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
And then I was standing in my gear after, and I'm talking to some people, and someone tapped me on the shoulder, but I didn't know if I thought I just got bumped. Taps me again, and I turn around, and it's Vince Vaughn, and he goes like this, "Hey, great to see you, man," and daps me up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That was so funny.
And my Redmond, dude, who who shoots all that stuff, Redmond goes, fuck do you know Vince Vaughn? I was like, I don't know Vince Vaughn. I don't know what just happened.
I live in LA. I
Yeah.
just hang out in the South Bay every once in a while.
I
Everybody
was
runs
like,
into Vince
yeah,
Vaughn.
yeah,
Right? Yeah,
of course, dude. That was the vibe of that game. Like everybody was just boys, all was well, everyone happy, living, just playing some hockey.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So what I was going to ask was that obviously is a major highlight, but in 25 years, give us just a couple off the top of your head moments for you that stand out for your epic journey with the Kings.
I mean, the obvious ones are winning.
Yeah, God.
And having the chance to win and looking back on that, and it's not just the moments of when you win and the chance to, raise the Stanley Cup as a business guy, like that. But it's more about what happens in those moments. Like Dustin handed me the cup in 2012 up in the at the party. Like that's a moment that you remember.
Forever.
Man, I'm so glad that
Dustin
you just said that.
handed me the cup.
Yeah.
And that's what my wife remembers and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's things like that, and the second time raising it on the ice.
Yeah, wow.
Like those are amazing things,
Yeah.
but it's what you do going into that,
Totally.
and the 10 years before it that get you to that moment, and that's what means a lot.
Yeah,
no question.
Winning is amazing, but it gives you gratification for everything you went through before that and the grind that you went through. So those are the obvious ones. I mean, the outdoor games.
Yeah, God.
Dodger Stadium was sick.
So sick.
I mean, that was a big part of why I got this job. I mean, I worked with John Collins and the NHL closely on that outdoor game at Dodger Stadium, and John's the managing partner of the Islanders now, and so it's just all about relationships at that point.
For sure.
And just the opportunity to be able to pull those off, and people have confidence in you that you can pull them off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad you said that. I think there are so many hockey players who, when they stop playing at any level, whether it be college, even if you don't make it to college, who had that dream of winning a Stanley Cup, and they're like, oh, that's gone. I can never have that. But it's like, I love talking to people like you who do work on more of the business side, but the grind and all of the effort, all the moving pieces you put into it, when you do get in the playoffs, you are invested.
Yep.
And you're like, I feel like a part of this team. And then when you get the opportunity to win, it's like, that's your Stanley Cup too.
Yeah.
And it's I think that's one of the coolest things about sports and about hockey in particular, because it's not just you guys who feel that way. What you just said with Dustin handing you the cup, from talking to them, we know the players feel that way too. Yeah. They're like, we don't win this without everyone in this organization.
Yeah.
And that is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And that those groups, you look back and they taught me a lot. And I told them that recently.
That's
like
awesome.
They showed me what it means to be true teammates.
Yeah.
And what goes into that. And, I take that into the front office, and we're not, in the locker room grinding out, beating the heck out of each other, but it's about how you align on a goal and what you want to accomplish together, and how everybody has to have each other's back, how everybody has to hold each other accountable. And I told those guys that, a couple of weeks ago, like they had an immeasurable impact on me in my life and my career. And, I thank them for it. So
that's
epic,
it's
amazing.
dude. Yeah. And we're about to ask you a bunch of Islander stuff, but as the transition, I mean, these are emotional memories, right? Yep. You just said leaving your family for a period of time here. This is a big move for you professionally and as a man, as a father, all this stuff. So what excited you most? Like when this popped up, obviously it's relationships is a big job, but other than just like promotion, like what fired you up about this opportunity that you were like, okay, I'm uprooting my life and going?
There's a couple of things going through this decision, and we had one of the greatest owners in sports with Mr. and Mrs. Anschutz. So you want to make sure you're going to a great ownership group, and they're certainly there with the entire ownership group and Scott Malkin and the team at the Islanders. But the collective group there got me fired up, and there's iconic sports industry executives that I get to work with. So to make this transition in my life and take that leap and go work with a great group of people that you want to be teammates with, that fired me up.
Yeah.
Brand, you guys know how much I love brand.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, you do.
I was very connected to the Kings brand and how cool that brand was, because that's what gets you up. You want to sell this brand and show it and grow it. And as I really got into thinking more about the Islanders brand, it's another iconic NHL brand that I can have fun with and really take into the community and grow. So those were a couple of things that were the big check boxes for me. On top of the fact, I get the chance to live in New York.
Yeah, right.
I'm not living in Manhattan, which is important to me.
Yeah.
And living on Long Island and being in the community there was important, and another great place to raise my kids.
Yeah, right. On Long Island, he's already got it down, dude.
Yeah, he said on.
Bro, dude, he's a pro.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
But it's we were actually talking about earlier. It's like I think there are so many unbelievable things about the Islanders that people don't realize with as iconic of a team as they are. But something as simple as the new barn is like that place is unreal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so sick.
Yeah.
And it's so I went to the home opener last season.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And I was in Manhattan. And I remember being like, I was getting like my whole day planned with Alice. I was like, okay, like we're going to this game. Yeah. And I'm not a native New Yorker by any means. And I don't know my way around the city at all. And I kept being like, all right, fuck, like we got to, the game's at 7. We got to probably
leave at 2.
Like 5 o'clock to get there. And Alice was like, no, we go right here and get on the LIR and we're there in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And it was just like, by the way, I had never been on the Long Island Railroad.
Yeah.
Going on that train to an Islanders game is hysterical.
Yeah.
It's just packed.
It must be packed.
With Islanders fans partying, getting ready for the game. And I was like, this is
it's actually an all-time pregame, right?
Oh, dude. And you get off of it and it's like there's signs clearly and you just walk right into UBS and you're like, well, this is unbelievable. It was sick.
Yeah. All right. Tell me, I've never been. Tell me about the rink and like the area around it too.
Yeah. So it's at Belmont Park.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, let's not pull punches on that. It's one of the most iconic locations on Long Island.
Exactly.
So it's right at the location of the historic racetrack, and we're talking 7 miles from JFK. So it's very available, and it's not too far from the old Nassau Coliseum. So it's very centrally located. But our whole goal here has to be about making sure that Islanders fans and the community of Long Island want to come to this arena, UBS Arena, and cheer on the Islanders. And that's my mission, and make sure that we're continually pushing through that and dominating Long Island and making sure that we grow the fan base there. So it's a great arena, probably top 2 in the league in terms of arenas I've ever been in, and not just the amenities, but even down to the ice level. It's it's great ice.
Oh,
there
that's
too.
awesome. Yeah.
So hearing that from even our ice team in LA to, the players, like, it's a great environment. So long term, we got a huge opportunity to really build a championship environment. And Matthew Darsh coming from Tampa, the guy comes from a championship environment. I come from a championship environment. Lou set the standard there. So we're excited. We're excited to build what we want to do.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. How, listen, I know you're leaving a great group of guys that you love and an organization that you love, but it must be pretty exciting too when you look at this team, all of the surface level stuff that we've just talked about that are great. But then you also look at the Islanders and look at how great their cap situation looks, how great some of their young players look. And then a guy like Matthew Schaefer, who's just off to a red hot start at such an insanely young age, that must fire you up a little bit too. When you think about the stuff that you have executed in your career that you want to then bring to this team, it must be pretty awesome to see such a good situation you're going into.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not gonna lie, I dug deep into that to go, all right, well, do we have a chance to win? And
right.
So when you look at getting the first overall pick and doing some of the things that Matthew did early, and
he's so good.
Then you stack that on a top 3 goalie and a top 3 centermen. Mm-hmm. We all know what that means in terms of the anchor pieces that he can build around. So it's exciting to see that. And then my job is just to make sure people know that.
Yeah.
We fill the barn, make sure that they're playing in a great environment, and we sell it.
Yep.
That's the job. It's not, that piece of the job is easy. That it's what we do. So now we just got to get everybody aligned on meeting that mission.
Yeah. And how cool is it that it's such a positive feedback loop of, like, the cooler we make the surrounding area and the rink and the experience, the more fans pack the barn, the more excited the players are to perform for the fans because the energy's up. The more free agents want to come here, the more fans want to come now because we signed the new free agent. Like, the more good you do, the more the product improves across the board.
Yeah, create the environment, and ultimately we Matthew and the team and Patrick and the team deliver on it. The fans will get behind it. And then we just got to keep growing on that. Want to get in the community, get deeper into the ice rinks and the community relations like we did in LA. Those are all things that the ownership team is committed to and want me to do again. So, it's getting into the beer league and making sure that those guys are wearing Islanders sweaters. And,
True.
Even at 11:30 at night when you guys are in painful beer leagues, pulling hammies, like those are important
breaking
fans
ribs,
for us.
Dude.
Yeah. But that, dude, and I'm not just pumping your tires, that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Like, that is exactly what you did here. And the people of New York I am very jealous of them and excited for them because what you're going to do with the interacting with the community is going to be incredible.
Well, thank you guys.
What are things, just like a couple things coming up, like we talked about All-Star and stuff like that you are most fired up to, like, kind of roll your sleeves up and dig into?
I think the campus coming alive as a whole there is really exciting. I mean, the arena is already the anchor. It reminds me a lot of Staples Crypto 1.0 before LA Live came on. So it's and the ownership group at the Islanders, and most ownership groups around the world, they come and tour crypto and LA Live as the standard that they want to repeat. And that's what happened there as well. And I had a long-standing relationship with the Islanders ownership group and John Ledecky, and they all came and checked it out. So we're doing the same thing. So as this really comes alive, the campus is probably only about 20% open. And as Belmont fully comes back online next year and we got the All-Star game coming, those are the moments that we got to build for. And we got to be able to make sure the fans, Islanders fans, know that first. Mm-hmm. And then they'll tell everybody around them. And that's the standard that we built in LA for years, and I've told that story over and over again as to why the Kings fan base got built, is because that anchor group just kept bringing their friends.
Yeah, it's true. And
we'll do that again here. But we can't take it for granted that they've been there for 50 plus years. Yeah. It's a transient market, and young kids are born every day. So let's make them Islanders fans.
Yes, God, yes.
And it's great environment, and let's get great content in the venue that's beyond Islanders, and that's part of my responsibility as well, so that people just keep coming to this arena and they go, all right, well, look at those banners, I want to go check that out.
And how much fun I'm having around, like, these cool bars, restaurants, like, this is just a fun place to be. I want to be around this place all the time. God, that's awesome.
I mean, listen, the island is ripe for just being the hockey island.
Yeah.
Like, that's
we got to have some real fun at All-Stars, dude.
Oh man, I can't even begin.
You know what? I just found out that Sparky the Dragon is your mascot. I didn't know that.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
You know what, though? My boy, Kyle, the Islanders fan,
Yeah.
it used to be a minor league baseball team.
Yeah.
Like the guy, the owner.
How about full circle
I know,
for this
wow.
guy?
Yeah.
He was the
Jesus
minor
Christ.
league baseball team mascot, and then the
And I
minor
wear
team
the
minor league
mascot uniform every once in a while out
Is
there
that
because
right?
that's part of the job in working in minor league sports. They don't have a full-time mascot, so
Dude, you got to put on
as
Sparky.
the marketing manager, we had to be the mascot for the children's hospital appearances, and it's some of the best experiences of my life.
I believe it.
It is sick. It's so fun.
You got to
one of
undercover
my-
boss one night.
Yeah.
You got to go back as Sparky just one night.
Yeah.
One
night,
of my
you got-
first jobs when I was 14 years old was being a pickle at I was a pickle mascot at Portland Sea Dogs games.
That's sick.
We used to run the bases.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Incredible.
But the mascot costume was built for an adult.
Yeah.
So they had to tape it up my leg so I didn't trip on it.
Yep.
But it was pretty sweet.
Well, that's why I had to be Aftershock in Rancho Cucamonga because he was the kid brother of
That is a sick name,
Trimmer.
by the way.
That is so
Aftershock.
good.
Trimmer
That
was
is
like
so
a
good.
7-footer.
Yeah, yeah.
Aftershock was my buddy, my buddy Jim. He had to be
Yeah.
he had to be Trimmer,
Trevor.
Yeah.
and I was Aftershock, and it was
incredible.
the best time of my life.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
hilarious.
dude, I feel like every kid should have to be a mascot at some point.
I
You learn a
think
lot.
so.
You
I
learn a
think so.
lot. Yeah, you sweat in those games.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
I want Dragons themed stuff at All Stars. I think that's a win.
I think there's something to do there,
But also
sure.
fishermen. You know, like I want like lighthouse and fisherman themed stuff.
That'll
here.
be my one
taking
message
notes.
to you.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
like the fisherman aisle. I think is so cool, that logo.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that we could do.
There's
there.
6
I mean,
like
come on.
I want to do the claw game at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
arcade. Like there's like a fishing type thing, like
Yeah.
a fan thing. You throw it in and it's like a magnet and you pull up a puck and whatever's on the puck you win.
You know
There's fishing
that
stuff I want to do.
That might be our first piece of content with you guys. Is the summer
Fishing.
we come out do a deep sea fishing trip with some of the boys.
That'd actually be all
I like
time.
that.
I mean, come on.
That'd be all time.
We got.
But it's got to be like an old school boat, not like a fancy
No,
one, like
no,
an
no.
old
Like we
school
might
one that
say-
has like
Yes.
it has like
and
the
cheese, we're gonna
cranes coming
go.
over
We're gonna
side.
go out and like scout the harbor.
Yeah.
And find like a gritty old fisherman to like be our because that's gonna be the
Just
whole
don't want to
thing.
get caught in the northeastern.
I know,
Yeah.
but like I want that.
Crazy.
I need to feel real risk though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I want Schaefer on the boat, so you guys are like, this can't go down.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
our guy. We need
Yeah.
him.
We put Fisher in the hands of you
Yeah.
know old Pete Skippy McGee,
Oh my god,
classic Long Island
Yeah.
fisherman.
Listen,
We're in trouble.
we're Maine boys, dude. We have lighthouses. You know,
Yeah.
we relate to Islanders culture. I think big time.
I like it.
It's our roots as well.
Well, I used to go fishing a lot with my Uncle Bill down in Jersey.
Sick.
And he had this old boat that you'd go out fishing. It was just a whole experience for the whole day. Get the soggy sandwich
Yeah,
that you wouldn't
yeah.
eat. You'd pick it up at 6 a.m. You don't eat it till 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
it's in like
But
a bag, and
But
you're
by
just-
then, that's the best sandwich you've ever
Ever
had
eaten in my
your
life.
life.
so true.
Catch 6 fluke at the bottom
Yeah.
of the Raritan Bay, and then you go back, and he scrubs that boat for 7 hours.
Yeah.
You don't get home till midnight.
You got up at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
What a fucking day.
What
Yeah,
happened?
what
I
a day.
threw up twice.
Yeah.
That is
Go
all
back to my
time.
dorm room at Seton Hall, and you feel like you're still moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
Well, man, I mean, we're super excited for you.
Thanks,
this is
guys.
a really, really cool thing that we got going here. It gets us fired up to be more dialed into the Islanders, frankly, because you know, friends of friends makes it more fun.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But before we cut you loose, is there any message you want to give to Kings Nation? Any message to Islanders Nation? What's on your mind?
I mean, Kings Nation and the fans. I mean, I've had such a great relationship with them for so many years, and they're family with me at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten so many texts and messages from so many of them, and apparently a bunch of them are Islanders fans. I don't know how that's happening too, but that's the way. That's the way LA works, right? But it's I'm just so thankful for everything they gave me and the opportunities they gave me. But it's really now we're moving ahead. We're heading to Long Island. So the opportunity to actually be in this role it's rare, right? So I don't take it lightly, and to carry a brand like the Islanders and a team like the Islanders forward, it's something I cherish.
Absolutely,
and I want to make sure I take care of it the right way and take care of it for the generations to come, because I always see ourselves in these roles as we're a steward of that brand that's going to be there for 100 years, and that team that's going to be there for 100 years. We're just here in a moment in time.
Yeah.
So I like to make sure that that's the way our team's thinking about it. And you always go through things all the time. You're managing 150, 200 people. There's people, right?
Yeah.
So there's fans, and a lot of times even the fans are irrational. It makes no sense to be that die hard about anything. So it's not an irrational humans that we're dealing with, including ourselves.
Yeah, right.
Right. So you just have to like take that in for a moment.
It's the most true thing in the world.
Right.
crazy.
You catch yourself getting really fired up about something, and then you're like, what am I doing right now? Right. So it's special to be a part of that. And that's what makes sports great. So I'm just lucky to be here.
And dude, they are in extremely good hands. I have no doubt that you're going to take them to the right place.
It goes beyond me and Matthews and the team, and they've done a great job so far, and we're just ready to move forward.
Yeah, dude, from ticket sales to president.
Yeah,
remarkable.
That's what they told me to do.
Yeah, you just follow
like, hey,
instructions.
Keep your head down, keep grinding. You'll be the president one day.
And he said, okay.
I don't know if it works that way anymore, but that's the way it worked 25 years ago in sports. Every book, there was like starting ticket sales.
Truly. You were grandfathered in, so it worked. Perfect.
Montauk this summer.
Sick.
We all got to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no question about it.
So my wife and I are going
there.
on a date night tonight before I head out. Yeah. Right? The restaurant that just opened up in Redondo called Montauk.
Dude.
How ironic
Perfect.
is that? Brand new.
You'll go once.
Yeah, probably. But it's actually reopened at our favorite restaurant in Redondo Beach history, which was Chez Melange, closed a number of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They renamed it Montauk.
Wow.
And now here you
This
go.
is a sign.
And now,
it's perfect.
it is a sign.
It's truly a sign. There's going to be a portal in that restaurant that just sends you right to the island.
I'm just taking pictures that would, send them to our painters at our new house. This is how we want.
This is what we need.
They're going to open a Montauk location in UBS.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's first order of business.
No.
Amazing. Well, congrats.
All right,
boys.
boys.
This is awesome.
I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and
back at you.
And more to come. More to come.
More to come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get state-run media Islanders jerseys on you guys now.
Oh, hey.
Or Islanders hoodies.
Yeah,
cool Islanders hoodies.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Great colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the best jerseys in the game.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Welcome back to our favorite gambling portion of the show with the Professors of Puckline. Christopher, we had quite a week.
It was good and it was bad, Daniel.
I
prefer to start with the bad.
I am showered in misery to hear there was any bad, but
Just a smidge.
Okay, fair enough, sir.
We must, because we are men of honor,
Yes, indeed.
recap the mega parlay.
We must recap the mega parlay. It did not hit.
It did not hit, and there was some fun hits. That's what's disappointing. There was some fun. There's Spunk. There's a fun hit. There were fun hits within. We maybe should pick a game, our favorite game of the parlays moving forward, but we did not. So we will recap the mega parlay right now. I will do it briefly because it is embarrassing. But as you said, Daniel, we could always do worse.
We could always
do worse. Flyers, yes. Good
Indeed.
pick. That was that might have been me actually. Good pick, Christopher. Avalanche, no. Baker, you're fired. Their first regulation loss of the year, Baker. Thank you for sniffing that out.
Devastating for young Brian. Devastating.
Bolts, yes. Shipwrighted, Dan. Shipwrighted. Knights, no. Wild, no. Wild, never win again. Wild, finished, terminated. Wild. Wings, Leafs, yes.
And that was brilliant because
Dan,
the perfect reasoning.
The split.
I had.
You nailed the split.
Phenomenal.
Wings, yes. Wings, always, yes. Gwyn's, shockingly, no. Shockingly, no. Caps, no. Habs, yes. Kings, no. Canes, no. In the Rantanen rematch was not to be.
Yes.
Or it was to be, and we were wrong. No. And the Spunk, yes. Spunk, absolutely, yes.
And wouldn't you know it, what was our record?
6-7, Daniel.
Absolutely horrendous.
6-7.
Horrendous, folks. Now,
But on to the good news.
on to the good news, because the professors had themselves a bit of a week. At first, before we even get into some of the professor picks, we had the unlikely, the improbable parlay. Brilliant hit. We bet all of the dogs. It was a dog
That's right.
day afternoon. We bet the Pittsburgh Penguins, we bet the Chicago Blackhawks, and we bet the San Jose Sharks. And eventually, all dogs, very unlikely wins, they came through on the back of our two sons.
And none of the games went easy. It was not.
No,
it was not a walk in the park, as they say.
Sir. We had a last-minute goal in Chicago, and then a bit of a barn burner against the reigning Stanley Cup champions in Pittsburgh. But then the Sharks-Rangers match, it was
tomfoolery.
It was ballyhoo.
Yes, sir.
Went to overtime, and yes, young Macklin and Will took care of business and cashed in the improbable parlay. It was remarkable.
Your check is in the mail, gentlemen.
It was fantastic, and that leads us into the Friday fade,
which brought us to Friday.
We took the Buffalo Sabres to upset the Toronto Maple Leafs, because surely there was no way that the Toronto Maple Leafs could lose that game. So we did the fade. We bet the Buffalo Sabres, and they were victorious.
5-3 in the Friday fade. Because if you know anything about this game, and not this specific game, I mean the game of chance, the game of gambling, then you know when you are sure of something, you are wrong. We have exercised that fact.
We have indeed, sir. We are faced with a very difficult challenge this Friday.
A Halloween.
Only 3 matches on All Hallows Eve. Is that the 30th, technically?
I think perhaps.
I just like saying All Hallows
Me too.
Eve.
I actually totally agree.
Is it also a massive miss by the NHL to not make sure that the Devils are playing every Halloween?
Yes, it is. In fact, I cannot fathom how we have just come across this brainwave.
Cannot believe that.
Devils are to Halloween as the Lions are to Thanksgiving. Simple.
Sir, I did not know where you were going with that.
Simple.
So, here are that NHL, that's something we're going to work
You could have that for free.
Now, we have 3 matches on Halloween night. The Avalanche at the Golden Knights of Vegas. The Islanders at the Capitals of Washington. And the Red Wings at the Ducks of Anaheim. That first match,
we will promptly rule out. No one could ever be sure of who would win that game.
And that just 2 titans of the game.
Of industry.
We cannot say that one is the favorite over the other. We cannot. The Islanders at the Capitals. It's a Metropolitan Division showdown.
Sure is.
Both teams playing well. I'm not sure I like either there as well.
Okay.
So it takes us to the Detroit Red Wings at the Anaheim Ducks. Now, we are recording here on a Wednesday. Both with lovely wins yesterday in the Frozen
Frenzy.
The Wings, red hot, sitting atop the Atlantic. The Ducks, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Professor, the Ducks are just outside of a wild card spot.
At last check, that was correct. Let me confirm.
Therefore,
yes, one point, Daniel, 1 point out.
Therefore, Christopher, one could deduce that the sure winner in these 3 showdowns would be the red-hot Detroit Red Wings playing the Anaheim Ducks. Therefore, our Friday fade shall be quacking.
Quack, quack, Daniel.
And we will take the Ducks to defeat Detroit at home.
Because we are positive the Wings will win because the Wings are so good.
Exactly, and we're going to fade that.
But we will fade the Wings.
And take the Ducks.
As they head west to not find land aplenty, but instead find losses aplenty and cash aplenty in our pockets.
Indeed, sir.
Friday fade.
So the Saturday Selly.
Another tidbit of good news, Daniel. And I believe, Professor, I must insist that you give me a little bit of extra credit. Because you were insisting that you disagreed when I went with Sir DeBrincat. And you said, no, Smee. It is Lucas Raymond, you indecisive scumbag, I believe were your words. and then
I cannot confirm the ferocity of which you are recalling said events, my friend, but
yet I insisted on the pick of the DeBrincat for his first goal of the year. And I must tell you, Daniel, that the Wings went down 4-0, and I said, I'm a fool. Fool me twice, fool me 3 times, I'm a fool. And then the Wings mounted their comeback.
Surged back.
And it was 4-3. And then wouldn't you know it, bang, Smee, first of the year, Alex DeBrincat, Saturday Sally, paid off.
The young cat himself lit the lamp, as they say in the hockey sphere.
And the Wings came all the way back with no help from Lucas Raymond, I might add.
Okay.
I was rooting so hard for him to not score after DeBrincat
Which
scored.
is just so petty, sir. You're a disgusting mutant with that sort of behavior. You're a cretin. A cretin.
This week, the Saturday Selly. I'm going to tell you who I like.
We've got lots of options, loads of chances for anytime goal scorers. So, Christopher, tell me who you like on the Saturday slate.
I like Leon Draisaitl at home against the Hawks, but the Hawks are pesky. I like Nate Dogg at Sharks, even though I hate the road team. You know I hate the road team on the Saturday Sally.
Yes.
And then, Daniel, I must say I like Sidney Crosby because we have wasted. We should be rich. We've been telling the listeners how Sidney Crosby has scored every game thanks to us, and I have made $0 on it. Which is shocking.
I feel as though we are fools, but I do wonder if we would jinx it if we were to do
Same.
So. I feel as though that is why I have avoided making the bet. Now, I know you don't like an away goal scorer. All three of mine are
road
away.
teams. I did see that.
I love a friend of the program, Sir Seth Jarvis at Boston.
Yes.
I love the red hot Jack Hughes,
leading
at
scorer
the Kings,
in the league.
and a young man who has just recently caught fire with his new team. He's been knocking on the door, sir. Victor Olofsson with a hat trick.
Yeah.
On Tuesday night. He has broken water, as they say. And I believe that there is a chance that he is now hot. We need to ride said hot hand, and I'm sure we will have great odds with that.
That's why it is interesting to me. I'd like to say I love your picks. I will rule all three of mine out in favor of your three.
Interesting.
Jack. He scores every game.
Feels as though it is a must. He loves a big city. Los Angeles is a big city. Is his first trip of the year, his only trip of the year. I say Jack Hughes. Jack, the man himself. Red hot in his new white Bauer boots. We select as the Saturday Selly anytime goal scorer at the Los Angeles Kings.
Book it.
Fantastic. Now, sir, it is time to bring in another doctor into the room for his Sunday hat trick parlay. Let us welcome Dr. Gavin McHugh.
Dr. Locks has returned, and Doctor, you gave us a tremendous pick last week.
An incredibly sharp bit of action.
The doctor said, for those that don't recall, Mammoth at Jets. You said Jets, money line. You said under 6.5 goals. And you said Mark Scheifele with 2+ shots on goal. Mr. Scheifele had 2 shots, including a goal. The 5 goals total put us under 6.5. But alas, the Mammoth edged the Jets 3-2 instead of the other way around. But we were right there, Doctor. We were right there.
I know. Things didn't go well in Winnipeg, but we're going to use the same formula this week.
I love it.
We're going to use that same formula, 3 legs. We're going to pick an over-under. We're going to pick a team to win. And we're going to pick a gentleman. We're going to pick a gentleman for shots on goal.
And I've heard that the doctor is going to be taking us to his home city.
No.
Yep. That's where we're going. Pack the bags.
Pack the bags. Pack your duffel. We are headed to Philadelphia, young folks.
Yep. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the bye this week. So,
and Doctor, you know what I might add?
So there's only one team in town playing at home in Philadelphia Sunday.
You know what I might add, Doctor, too? The Jets of New York, who we had brought up last week, they won. And I swear they stole our win. Yep. They lose every week. And we were going to get our hockey win, and the football team loses, and then they stole it. So this week there is a bye, and they have no chance of stealing.
We should have rolled with the New York Jets, the football team's money line in that 3-legger, but neither here or there.
Right. So the Flyers must win.
Yep. Flyers are the only team playing in Philadelphia Sunday. So, leg number 1, we're going to roll with the Flyers on the money line. I mean, the Flames fucking suck. So
devastating news for Calgary.
Terrible team.
I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I mean, the Flames are not a good program, not a good hockey team. I don't know my ass from my elbow on the ice, but I know the Flames aren't good. I know that much.
That is true, sir. So we're taking the Flames money line.
No.
Jesus.
Daniel.
Flyers.
We're taking the Flyers money line.
Goodness.
And we're taking the under.
Leg number 2. We're going to roll with under 6.5 goals. I've never been a big over guy in any sport. I I like under here because the Flames, they're not that much of a buzzy team. Flyers aren't the greatest.
Flyers goalie room much improved. Much improved.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a slow barn burner of a game. I'm thinking 2-1, 3-1 Flyers.
And then what is the third leg, Doctor?
All right, we need our shots on goal guy. I turn to Bobby Brink.
Young Gavin saw a beautiful highlight of his shootout goal the other night. And
he's a victim himself.
This is
in
the
Mr. Brink.
horse we will ride to victory in this Sunday hat trick parlay.
They're yelling it around town like that one guy on the horse. What was his name?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere. There's
incredible.
Paul Revere.
We don't like him, actually. He stole a lot from us. And we started a whole country. He ripped it out from our hands.
But the Flyers are coming. Bobby Brink, 2 shots on goal are coming, and under 6.5 goals on the game. Gonna come home. This Sunday, Philadelphia, no Eagles. Return to the Flyers. Only game in Philly that matters. Flyers under Bobby Brink. Shots on goal.
But yet again, bully for
bully.
That shall be your lock from the doctor on our Sunday hat trick parlay.
And we will see you on the other side.
Bang, dude. Come on. Why not us?
Thank you, Doctor.
Brilliant stuff from the doctor as usual. Now we will finish up with our Saturday mega parlay. 13 games round the horn. Start us off, Christopher.
And this week we start with producer Sean. Sean, Canes at Bruins. Who do you like?
Boston Bruins.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Daniel, Pens at Jets.
Penguins.
Christopher, Flames at Preds. I will go Preds. I still believe in the Preds. Sean, Avs at Sharks.
Sharks.
Daniel, Stars at Panthers. Tough game, Daniel.
Very difficult. I shall take the Panthers.
Christopher, Caps at Sabres. Caps bounce back. I'll take the Caps. Sean, Senators at Habs.
Senators.
Senators. I love that pick. They've been scoring in bushels, Daniel. Bushels. Daniel, Leafs at Flyers.
Oh, goodness. I know I will take the Flyers at home.
Christopher, Blues at Jackets. I'm saddened by the Blues so far this year, and I'm not sure they get a win here. I love my son. I will always love my son. Give me the Jackets. Sean, Canucks at Wild. Wild need a win desperately. Daniel, Devils at Kings.
Revitalized from the success on the road, I believe the Kings shall win with Jack Hughes goal.
Christopher, Hawks at Oilers. I'll go Oilers. I spunked them last week. I will bathe them in glory this week. Give me Oilers. Sean, Rags at Spunk.
Rags.
Need a win on the road, Dan. Rags are wonderful on the road.
We've never done this with the Professors Puckline. I feel as though I'd like to revise a pick.
Oh my goodness. If we were to win, and except for this revision, you will be tarred and feathered, my good man.
As I shall accept said fate.
What are you changing?
I believe I would like to take the Devils.
Interesting. So, we will have Bruins, Penguins.
I will stick with the Kings.
No, Daniel. Now we are screwed either way.
I feel as though perhaps the Devils in Los Angeles on Halloween night might get up to a bit.
It might be a little
mischief.
Yes.
And therefore the game the next day
hammer the spread.
Could go poorly.
Bruins, Penguins, Preds, Avs, Panthers.
Yes.
Panthers, Caps, Senators, Leafs. Or did you take Flyers? Flyers, Jackets, Wild, Kings for sure. Oilers, Rags.
Brilliant. That is the mega parlay for Saturday. That is all of your action from the professors. We will see you in class next time. We will take an ad break and return.
Hockey is back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and not needing to come back because they've been here the whole time is our deal with BetMGM because they are the GOAT. And I love betting on hockey, and now it's back, and I'm having so much fun because they've got all these awesome promotions and tokens and parlay boosts and everything. My favorite one on earth is the hat trick jackpot. Bedsy had a hat trick last night, and all you have to do to play, all you have to do is pick an anytime goal scorer. If you pick an anytime goal scorer and they score a goal, bang, that bet hit, and you've won. If they score 3 or more goals, if they get that hat trick, you get your share of 10 G's in bonus bets. That's ridiculous. So then you can win with 1 goal, you can get paid with 3 goals, and now we're all having fun. And if you sign up for BetMGM and use promo code NETTERS, that's NETTERS, you can get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet loses. So sign up, pick an anytime goal scorer. If they lose, it's okay. If they score once, it's okay. If they score 3+ times, it's amazing. Literally, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. It's such a good deal. Promo code NETTERS, BetMGM app. What are you waiting for? We are back, and I'd be remiss if we didn't have, there's been a couple Halloween things bothering me.
Really?
That I would like to discuss.
I'm
with
up
you
for
guys.
some spooky
Because I love
talk.
Halloween. I'm a Christmas guy. Rank your holidays, everybody, right now. Top 3. Go. Dan, start.
Christmas?
Yep.
Arbor Day?
Flag Day.
No, if we're doing the big ones,
Yep.
Give me Christmas. Give me...
Actually, I'm saying rank Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. That's what I'm saying. I don't need
Not 4th of July?
No, the 4th of July is all time, but I don't even need that in that fight.
I'm going to go Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving.
I've never been the biggest Thanksgiving guy,
Yep.
and people hate that about me, and I understand it.
Yeah. Sean?
Christmas, Thanksgiving, and probably 4th of July.
Okay, yeah. So you're not a Halloween
You
guy.
don't like Halloween at all.
Oh, Halloween's a solid 4th, but you asked me top 3.
Yeah, he's right. Would
Good
4th of July
point.
be in your third if I had...
It might be. It's like summer.
Yeah.
4th of July barbecue is so great.
Our roommate
Is
Marty...
Halloween different in Ireland?
That's what I was going to ask.
Is
It's
it
a little
more
bit. That's
spooky?
our-
I feel like the Irish Catholic element could make Halloween a little spookier.
Yeah, it's spookier because it's older. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to be spooky when every building around you was built in the 70s. But the it's
Such a
it's a
fucking
ghost
Yeah.
from the 90s. Yeah. But the I think that the
It's just like my buddy. He's like, I'm like, hey, dude, I just saw
So
you. Yeah.
true.
yeah, I mean, have you ever seen that meme? It's how come you never get ghosts screaming "It's Britney, bitch" at 2 a.m. Who's died in 2005?
Fuck, I've never heard that, dude. That is so
God.
accurate.
Yeah.
What happened?
We have millennial ghosts in
Yeah.
the U.S. You guys have...
Yeah, we got legit
1600s
ghosts. We got
ghosts,
OG
yeah.
ghosts.
That's
Holy
true.
fuck,
Yeah,
that's so
but
good.
the other thing is we do fireworks for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you do them for 4th of July? Well, I guess they don't
We
even
don't do
celebrate
4th of July.
Yeah.
We don't give a
That makes
shit.
sense, yeah.
I'm surprised Thanksgiving even registered for you, but
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
Well, I really like Thanksgiving just for the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
The food is amazing. I mean, the first time I had the marshmallow on top of the sweet potatoes, it sounds disgusting, but it's the most delicious
Is
thing I've ever
amazing.
eaten.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
true.
good.
So you guys trick or treat and fireworks are being launched in the air.
Yeah,
Do you guys trick or treat?
yeah. We trick or treat and yeah, fireworks. I think they're technically still illegal in Ireland, but everyone just goes up to the north where you can buy it because it's technically a different country. It's
Fucking
not,
Northern
but-
Ireland, dude. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. And you come down and then you have kids just going around bombs exploding. It's great.
Fucking hey, welcome
Yeah,
to
it's
America,
sensitive,
baby.
dude. Actually sensitive up there.
But you're saying stuff's pissing you off.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to get to that. But Edge, I was going to bring this up later, but since you just said funny tradition, Edge said that in Des Moines, when he was a kid, when you trick or treat, you would have to go, you'd ring the doorbell, and then you have to tell a joke. And
that's
and
weird.
if you told the joke, I mean, obviously it was a kid, so they weren't going to be like, that wasn't funny enough. But the premise is you have to tell a funny joke to get the candy. So Edge spent his whole trick or treating childhood telling jokes, and he said now kids come to his door and he's like, "Tell me a joke," and they're like, "What?"
Dude, that is so funny. That there was some old hard-assed Iowa farmer guy who was like, "Tell me a joke," and
Yeah.
the kid's joke's not good enough. And he's like, "You don't get candy. Fuck you." That
Yeah.
definitely happened.
But I swear there's history in this. I think it was you'd either scare
Well, it's
them,
called trick or treat,
or you would
because-
tell a joke.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
guys did nothing, right? You just said
I've never been tricked.
Yeah.
I've only ever gotten treats. I feel like that's a normal childhood experience.
Who
Agree.
does the tricking, by the way? Is it you'd ring a doorbell and
Psychopaths.
they trick you? Or do you supposed to trick them?
I think you trick them.
So I'd ring a doorbell and I'd go, either give me a treat or you will be tricked. Is that the premise?
Yeah. It's like if you don't give me a treat, I trick you. So you knock on the door and they don't answer. They go, "I got no candy for you." I egg your house,
I rob you.
and it's fair game.
Wait, that's what it is?
I don't
think
know.
so.
That's what I'm trying to find
I
out.
thought it was you open the door and you don't know what you're going to get.
No,
That's why I asked. Is that would be them tricking me? I don't know if they're going to treat me or trick me.
Could you imagine?
But you're saying
if that were the case, that's such a gamble. You go out, you have no idea what you're going to get. I always thought it was trick or treat. I'm gonna mess with you because I'm dressed up in a spooky costume,
Yeah.
or you give me candy and I go on my merry way.
That makes more sense to
I
me.
think
but
that makes more sense.
I always assumed it was the other way around. Like you just like someone opens a door and you don't know if they're going to be like giving you a Snickers or they're going to be
scare the shit out of
naked.
you.
Yeah, it's like
Like bring the door, like please Snickers bar, please Snickers bar.
You know that there's like one really anxious kid on trick or treat night and he's going out there like, fuck me, Jesus Christ, just please give me a goddamn Milky Way.
Dan, it appears that your definition is the actual origin. The phrase meaning it's a threat, it's a playful threat, meaning give me a treat or I'll play a trick on you. And it says it was adopted in the early 20th century as a way to curb Halloween mischief by having homeowners hand out candy to prevent pranks from happening to them.
So it was a preventative measure.
And it says, and it lists the pranks. The first prank is they hand out candy to prevent pranks happening to them, like soaping their windows. And I was like, you cleaned their windows?
Oh, no,
that
dude.
was the trick.
No.
I would fucking trick everybody.
No, sir.
Oh, rake the yard, you bitch.
You don't know what soaping windows is.
I guess I don't.
You take a bar of soap. You know about this?
no.
You take. I was a little scumbag for a while. Like I got up to mischief.
He was, dude.
You take a bar of soap and you rub it along the windshield of a car. Impossible to get off.
Never get off.
Especially in the fall, end of
Frozen.
October. Like it's cold. Dude, it's actually a nightmare.
So this is a shake. You're teaching kids that they're doing shakedowns, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like give
I
us
was just thinking
something
about this,
or
Sean.
else.
It's insane. This is literally teaching kids to go, if you misbehave enough, people will eventually give you candy to stop. Like, it's crazy.
And then you eat it all and get cavities.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. Okay, well, this brings me into my first frustration, Sean. I've just been told this from a friend with a young daughter. And he goes, Halloween last weekend, he's like, Halloween festivities have already started. You know, it's chaos. And he goes, I just finished my second trunk or treat and I'm exhausted. And I said, naturally, what the fuck is trunk or treat? And he said, apparently, what's happening now with people with young kids is it's too unsafe to send kids out trick-or-treating alone. We can't do that in today's day and age. So all the families drive to either the school, the church, wherever, and you park, and everyone opens their trunk, which they've decorated, and there's candy in their trunks, and the kids walk the perimeter of the parking lot trunk or treating.
See, that would be cool if you lived so far away that you can't walk between houses or something. But like as a safety level, it's like,
what are we doing, dude? Going loose in a neighborhood with my friends was like the most fun night of all time, with my pillowcase full of candy.
This bums me out
Trunk or treating
to such a significant level I can't even begin to describe. I feel like in a city, maybe I'm cool with that. Because, you know, if you're in LA, which is a big city, hard to walk around, but maybe that's cool. There are sick neighborhoods, but what if you don't live by one?
You drive to one. You get dropped off. Take the bus.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Dude, I will not stand for this. Trunk or treating.
I mean, yeah, this is awful. If there are small towns doing this, with the friend that hit you up, is he in a small town?
It was D. He's in like Virginia.
Oh, he's in like rural Virginia.
Yeah.
What? This is horrendous. Also, I bet that this is such a fucking uniquely U.S. problem.
Yeah, right.
Just good like point. We've got so many sick fucks in this goddamn country that we can't even let our kids trick or treat anymore.
Because you just went out wherever you wanted, right?
Yeah. We growing up in the 2000s in Ireland was like growing up in like the 1920s in America.
Yeah.
It's like, just like, if he lives, he lives.
Yeah.
So like, hopefully he comes back. I don't know.
It's threat was the plague, dude. Yeah. That's it.
Like, is it more dangerous in America for kids now than it was in like the 1980s?
100%, dude.
100%.
We had the street light rule when we were kids.
You gotta be home before streetlights go out.
Yeah. And it's also like, I mean, dude, we used to just like run around. We would literally, our parents would drop us off places and we would just like run around.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'd find a payphone and call home and be like, hey, can someone pick me up?
Is there a chance it's less dangerous though? And we just think it's more dangerous.
No,
because it was dangerous as fuck back then too.
I think
there were literally
dangerous.
serial killers and shit.
Yeah, where did all the serial killers go?
They're still out there. You out of your mind?
But there were way more then. It was easy to be a serial killer then. It was easy. It was
supposed like forensic science.
But they're still out there, dude.
They're still out there, but there were more then. There were more serial killers in the 80s.
There were more prolific ones then.
And killing like randoms. There are more like gang serial, like there are people who kill people, but like they're professionals.
Yeah.
You only think there were more then because it was easier to get away with it for longer.
Yeah.
They're getting caught way sooner now, but I think there's probably more.
That's why I think walking around as a kid in the 80s was insane.
I know, it's crazy.
That's what I mean. I think we're just randomly
Were you a
afraid.
pillowcase guy or a pale guy?
Oh, pillowcase.
Yeah, we took
yeah.
it so seriously.
Pillowcase.
I was like, I'm going to fill this pillowcase.
That's what I mean. There
I had a
was sick
Power
neighborhoods.
Rangers pillowcase.
Oh, dude.
That came every Halloween. I was like 17. I still had that bad boy.
Isn't it such a funny scam
is
that
so
you get
sick.
so much candy and then it goes in like a drawer or a bowl and then your parents actually eat it because they're like, you can't eat all this candy.
There's only the top 10% of candy gets
Yeah.
like eaten,
Yeah.
and the rest of it is like the
Yeah.
filler garbage.
God,
Okay,
remember
this
all
actually-
those shitty ass the houses that just had bad candy.
Dude, this brings me
There's
right
a
into my
special
next
place in hell for those.
This
people.
brings me right into my next frustration. We all experienced that. And there would be, I don't know about you, Sean, but when we were growing up, there was one neighborhood in particular where we kind of all went because it was just like perfect for walking and trick-or-treating. And it would rip like electricity through those kids where the full bars were. They were like, oh, dude, the house, this, 23 Adams has got a full bar. And you're like, holy fuck, divert. And everyone would like run to the full bar house. But
Chris just came so close to doxing our parents' fucking home address. That was insane.
people now everyone knows it was close. No one even knew it was close until you fucking said something.
Well, they still don't know which part of it was close,
Yeah.
but that was crazy.
And and we all knew where the good candy was and where the bad candy was. And it occurred to me what a bad investment. It's literally such a waste of money to buy the bad candy because literally we aren't going to eat it because it's just going to sit in the bottom of my bowl and get thrown away eventually.
Dude, but I'm going to go the other way. That was a big thing. I imagine it was for you. Full size candy. It's the most common trick or treat topic in
Yep.
the world. Dude, you have to be the richest man on earth to be giving out full candy bars. That is fucking insane. Think about it. Where do you even buy those? When I go to the grocery store,
good question.
what do you go to 7 different grocery stores and clean out their cashier
Let's see if
aisle?
you can get full
Where do you
Snickers.
buy full-size
Oh, so
candy
you can
bars
get full
in
Snickers
bulk?
on
They
Amazon.
should just start like a gambling system where they just like get BetMGM on this, where it's
Yeah.
either you get a full candy bar like every 5th person who comes to the door, and like in between you're getting the bad candies, so you
That's
never know what
interesting.
you're going to get.
Yep.
Maybe you reserve them for your favorite costumes or something,
Yeah,
but then you're weirdly judging children.
which I mean,
But if you keep it clean.
look,
if
in
it's
this
just like a
economy,
sick
I
costume-
can't afford to have
full
every
bar.
No way.
kid getting a full
I
candy
can
bar.
get it. You can get a pack of 48 full bars
Where, Costco?
on Amazon.
Okay, so you're buying. Well, they
I
weren't
think
doing that back then. That's my point. When we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
kids,
yeah. How did you do it?
Where were these fucking people getting these full-size candy bars?
Such a good question. You just went to the gas station and bought all.
Dude, it's the everyone wants to talk about who's the cool house with the full-size candy bars. No one is talking about how Daddy Warbucks over here was affording all of these things and where they were getting them.
So there was an old man who lived on my street who worked at Coca-Cola, and he'd go and give like glass bottles of Coca-Cola
That
when
is
he'd show
so
up.
fucking cool.
you
And
get
so-
that for trick or treating?
We'd just randomly
Oh, I
throughout
was
the
like,
year,
holy
we'd
fuck.
be walking home in the middle of the summer from like playing tennis or whatever, and we would say, "Hey, let's go see the Coke man," and we'd stop, and he'd come out with like all these glass bottles of Coke, like full glass bottles of Coke, and just give them to us.
Dude, okay. First of all, being a young child in Ireland and coming home and telling your mom, like, oh yeah, I went and saw the Coke man today.
And she was like amazing.
Is so fucking funny. And second of all, it is such a shame that can't exist today.
Right?
Like if there's just like an old guy who works at Coca-Cola and he's like, yeah, I just got a bunch of cool classic glass bottles of Coca-Cola and I want to give them out to the neighborhood kids. You're a creep. And I'm like, nope, he's a great guy. Why can't we live in the world again where that was a great guy?
Dude, the times changed. It is more dangerous. You're right.
Damn it.
Okay, so we're not full bar people as we become adults and we're in the handout candy era.
I can't afford it.
We can't afford it. I want to hear 3. You don't have to say like in order, but just 3 candies that are worth receiving in the bite-sized version. Like I'm like, oh, I'm glad. Thank you for giving me that.
I loved, you know what? And maybe this is an older thing. I love fun size because you can eat more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more of a
right?
variety.
Yep.
Variety is the spice of life.
Okay, give me a Twix. I love a Twix bar.
Yeah. You know what? It's not necessarily if I'm eating candy bars. It might not be my go-to, but I mean, before I even say what I was going to say, especially in the fun size, Reese's is
I was about to say a Halloween shaped Reese's.
pumpkin-shaped Reese's is so goddamn good. But I love a Snickers on Halloween.
Can I give you
A
one?
mini-size Snickers, just like pop it in, just a bite size. A Snickers bar is legendary.
I don't know how. I still like Sour Patch Kids, my favorite candy, so I still like the small bag of
Sure.
it, but it just kind of leaves me wanting more.
Yeah.
You know what's a candy that I love on Halloween that I will literally never eat any other time ever, but on Halloween I'm like, fuck yeah.
Candy corn?
A Butterfinger. A little Butterfinger, I'm like, boom, dude.
That's good.
Butterfinger's gnarly.
I'm like, why? Why I don't want this ever? But a little Butterfinger? What do you like seeing in the bowl, Sean?
You know those little packets of gummy bears?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Little gold one. I love those.
Haribo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haribo, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Love those guys.
Have you tried the sour Haribo gummy bears yet?
Yeah.
Fucking really good.
Yeah, do
I'm not
havoc
even a
on my
sour
stomach
candy guy,
though.
and they're special.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
They do havoc on my stomach though.
Yeah.
There's a really good review on Amazon about this person who left an essay about those gummy bears, like destroying their college education because they had to leave a test because they needed to use the restroom so badly.
It's incredible.
That is unbelievable. One of my favorite fun facts about Haribo gummy bears. Do you know what flavor the green Haribo gummy bear is?
I would imagine apple.
You would imagine that. You'd be wrong, and you would guess over and over again, and you would never guess that it is actually strawberry.
What?
Isn't that bizarre?
Isn't that fucking insane?
What?
Insane.
The green gummy bear.
The green gummy bear is strawberry flavor.
So what's the red gummy bear?
I think it's cherry.
I think, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wild.
Outrageous.
Wild.
Are you leave it out and you go, kids, take one? Or do you give them
No,
two?
I want. No, I'm not a leave it out. I want to police that.
Then
shit.
you giving them two or you giving them one?
I think early in the night I might be a little generous, but then all of a sudden you start. It's like having a party, man. You can't run out of beer.
I think it's got to be two.
You cannot run out of candy.
Yeah, I used to just like give them a bowl and let them, take a fistful of whatever because I was cheap and I'd have all the mini size, fun size, everything.
Yeah.
I stayed away from like the batch no name candy.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a peasant. But so I just let them take whatever, and then you judge the kid on how greedy they are.
I would clock that too.
Yeah.
When I'm like, yeah, grab a couple, and then a kid grabs a handful, I'm like, you're a
Yo,
scumbag.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, we've been on here long enough, but the last thing I had was what makes a good Halloween party. I think you just said it.
I can be really clean with this one. Halloween party, I don't care what age you are, it has to be a house party.
Oh, yes. Dude.
That is the biggest lock in the world. House party. Don't you dare go to bars on Halloween. That's absolutely insane. You have to have a house party and you have to go, we are staying here all night.
Yep.
If you show up to this Halloween party, I want you to show up at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and you're here till 4 in the morning. That means cannot run out of booze. Yes. Means you need to have a bunch of bowls of candy.
Yes.
Means you need to order pizzas at some point.
And I would add, make an effort on decorations. You don't have to be fucking Hollywood mansion perfect, but like, I need something. Carve a fucking pumpkin, put some cobwebs up, whatever. Make an effort. Don't run out of booze. Have some candy. Literally perfect.
I'd like some sort of punch there too.
Okay, I would like a punch too.
A punch at a Halloween party feels.
I think I'm very partial to the punch normally, but at Halloween, I think you're right.
I would only want a punch at a 1970s high school prom and a Halloween party.
Amazing.
And then we're perfect. Babes, you could have guessed by my outfit what I'm going to talk to you about next. It is Surfside, the best canned cocktail in the game. When I tell you that CP and I hounded these beauties to be a partner with us, I am not joking in the slightest. This is, without a doubt, the canned cocktail that changed the game for me, and I'll tell you exactly why. Surfside is not only delicious, but it is a beautiful canned cocktail that is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and no bubbles ever. No bubbles, no troubles. It's not a seltzer, it's a Surfside. And I'm telling you what, it changed the game for me. All of these canned cocktails, all these beers that have that carbonation, you're having fun at the tailgate, you're having fun skiing, you're having a few drinks after beer league hockey. The bubbles and that carbonation, it turns into a disaster for me. It gives you heartburn, makes you feel bloated. That is not the case ever with Surfside. It's just delicious flavors, no bubbles, and it's just the best experience you could ever have. Let me talk to you about the flavors, okay? The OG is the iced tea and vodka. I'm wearing it right now. I think it's fantastic. It tastes like a nice, cool, refreshing iced tea sitting outside on a hot summer day every single time. But they've also got the half and half. Iced tea and lemonade. They got raspberry tea, peach tea, green tea, mango green tea, peach green tea and lemonade, the classic lemonade and vodka. They got black cherry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, and raspberry lemonade. So many delicious flavors for you to choose from, always with high quality, delicious vodka. It's one of the better drinks that you will ever have. I talked about doing it at tailgates. We're in the midst of sports mania right now. You got a tailgate coming up, pack that cooler with Surfsides. We're beer league hockey guys. I know. sounds like beer league. You should have beer. No. Our last game, we showed up with a case of Surfside, blew everyone's minds. I'm telling you, it's because of that. No bubbles, no troubles. Everyone loves the flavor. They love the feeling. It's absolutely incredible. But this stuff goes all year round. Surfside, you see it in the name. You think this is perfect for a beach day? Well, I'll tell you what, it is perfect for a beach day. But we're bringing surf to ski. Bring in a Surfside on the chairlift while you're skiing. I'll tell you what, if you've ever had a drink when you're skiing, when you're snowboarding, you know that those bubbles with that elevation turns into a disaster. You can barely finish the drink when you're on the lift. Not the case with Surfside. You've got all of these incredible flavors, and it's always going to go down smooth and feel incredible. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to your local liquor store. You're going to see if they've got some Surfside, and you're going to stock up your fridge. Also, hockey fans, unbelievable. Surfside's partners with tons of teams in the league. New Jersey Devils, Detroit Red Wings. We're buzzing right now. You're feeling good. So when you're at the arena, when you're enjoying how good your team is and you go out to the carousel, to the concourse, you're going to find a Surfside because it's going to elevate your game day watching experience every single time. Remember, with Surfside, you must be 21 or older to drink, to enjoy, and to have fun. So make sure you're doing that while you're having your next canned cocktail, and make sure it is a Surfside. Welcome back. We are going to close things up with a lovely little game that we call Connective Tissue. I'm going to give CP 2 players. Their names connect. The example we always give is Brandon Logan Couture. Yes. I'll give a little bit of a bio of both players. CP has to try to guess who it is. CP, are you ready?
I am ready.
Here's our connective tissue. This player won a Stanley Cup in his rookie year, and after over 1,000 games and 14 years, he finally won another. He then played for 4 NHL teams where he finished his career becoming the 14th captain in team history for his hometown team. And in retirement, stays incredibly fit with very interesting exercises.
That was the first guy.
No, that was the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
You always fuck up when I the word then.
Yeah.
Is always the switch.
Okay.
You want it again?
Yeah.
This player won a Stanley Cup in his rookie year. And after 1,000 games and 14 years, he finally won another. He then...
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking idiot. Played for 4 NHL teams where he finished his career becoming the 14th captain in team history for his hometown team. And in retirement, stays incredibly fit with very interesting exercises.
Okay.
This one's pretty easy.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I remember the second one sounded like 4 teams.
4 teams.
The second one sounded like Andrew Ference, but don't say anything yet because I was like, I know he became captain. Was it Edmonton? He became captain somewhere where I'm like, I know he's from up in Canada, and obviously he has all his pelvic floor stuff, and it's amazing, and I love watching his exercises. But Andrew, I don't know how we get to Andrew. And I guess it doesn't have to end in, it would end in Ann.
I think, Sean, he knows it.
I don't know it.
And he's playing it up. He's
really
hamming things up.
It would end in Ann. McCann, Jared McCann, didn't win a cup. First guy won a cup, then a long time went by, won a cup again.
Yes.
14 years?
14 years.
Oh.
You know it.
I just got it, I think. Yeah, I just got it. Okay, I think...
It's really good.
That is a good one. Okay, I think the answer is Brad Marchandrew Ference.
It is indeed, sir. Brad Marchandrew Ference.
That's good.
Fun enough, they won that cup together.
They won that cup together. I can't believe I got Ference first. Like that one, I'm surprised I got so quick. It was only the exercises, I guess.
I think the Stanley Cup in the rookie year and then again after 14 years is easy when you know it's Brad.
Right, yeah.
But like there's a lot of guys who won. Mark Recchi won a cup. And then,
some people win them as a rookie and they're like not even on the team. I thought it was going to be a trick where I was like, fuck, like he didn't even play.
Yeah.
That was sick.
It's a very good one. Brad Marchandrew Ference.
Brad Marchandrew Ference. I wonder if anyone beat me on that. Usually that takes me a while. It's pretty quick.
That was pretty good.
I bet no one at home beat me today.
That's beautiful stuff. Hey, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Beautiful.
To all who celebrate. It's going to be a great night.
All Hallows Eve.
It's going to be a great night.
It's fantastic stuff. Guys, we love you. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. Go buy some merch. We got some great new stuff that's dropped recently. Check out Netter's College Puck Drop if you haven't. We've got an unbelievable game of the week tonight.
Oh my
Penn
God.
State, Ohio State. Go check that out on the YouTube, on the Spotify. Enjoy all the content. We love you guys. We will see you all weekend while we watch the games together, and then next week back with the show. Have a happy Halloween. Stay safe. Have some fun.
And skate hard.